Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a very exciting video for you all today. I am showing you what I spend in a week in Seattle. A quick introduction for anyone new here. My name is Sarah. I recently turned 24 years old. I live in Seattle and I moved from Michigan after college to come work at Microsoft. Right now, I'm actually in San Francisco. These videos have been sitting on my hard drive for quite some time. Now it's June and I think I filmed this back in February, March maybe. So yeah, I've been procrastinating a little bit on editing and getting this video out. But better late than never. I do live with my boyfriend. We've been living together since the pandemic, since we are both working remotely right now. Normally we are long distance. And how we manage our finances is that we have our individual credit cards and then we also have a shared card. So we put things like our groceries whenever we go out to eat on the shared card, and then we just divide that bill by 2 at the end of the month. So we don't itemize the bill. We also share our living expenses like rent, internet, utilities, and I'll go more into my reoccurring costs at the end of this video, like subscriptions, rent, and things like that. But without further ado, let's just get into the video.
Plastic bowl thing for him.
Oh, right, yeah, bring some food for him.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. Sunday morning, Jill and I are going to Westman Bagels. We go there every single weekend. It's become our tradition in Seattle. We get the same thing. We get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on an everything bagel and an almond milk hazelnut latte. We always eat the bagel in the car and then we grab our coffees and we head to a park to go on a walk. And Otis is coming with us. So we're gonna get a chance to walk Otis in the park. Oh, that was such a big yawn. Yeah, can we get 2 small almond milk hazelnut lattes and a bacon, egg, and cheese with on everything bagel, 2 of those? Yes please, 15%. Okay, thank you. It's 8:51 p.m. now. Jill and I are gonna have a really late dinner today. I forgot to film a few things I purchased today. I went on a walk with a friend and we got some boba. I spent $7 on that boba. She actually covered the boba and we forgot to catch how much it was, so I just Venmoed her $7 to cover it. And then Jill and I just went on a trip to Amazon Go to grab some dinner. I got some bubbly sparkling water. He got one of those pre-made Carso's pasta pulled chicken and verde sauce, some potato chips, and we also got some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. For my main dinner meal, I'm gonna eat some leftovers. Our total came out to be $21.34. Now we're gonna eat dinner, we're gonna watch some Money Heist, and enjoy the rest of our Sunday before we return to work tomorrow. It is very cold today, so that's why I have a fuzzy blanket on. But Jill and I went and we picked up lunch with Meal Pal, which if you don't know what Meal Pal is, you pay a monthly fee and you get credits for meals. So I think we have do we have the 12 meal plan?
Yeah.
We have the 12 meal plan. And I'm gonna put the exact amount it comes out to per meal. And I think it's around $7, but we picked up this food. It's a chicken tikka masala kind of dish with a side salad and naan bread wrap, and it's so good. It's from a food truck called, what was it called? The roll-up? The pop-up? I'll put the name here as well, I forgot.
The roll bar?
The roll bar, the roll-up. But yeah, the roll pod. I don't know. But we absolutely love Meal Pal. It gets to try new places around Seattle, and usually the places are pretty local. It's a really nice excuse to leave our apartment, especially while we're working from home, and also saves that brain space so we don't have to think about planning for lunch. Yeah, we're gonna enjoy our lunch now before we get back to work. End of the work day, so Jill and I are gonna go grocery shopping now. We usually do our grocery shopping on Monday. We're gonna go to Trader Joe's. What Jill and I have been liking to do is he has to cook 2 nights and I have to cook 2 nights. So that way we're both responsible for 2 recipes each. Make things a lot simpler to divide the workload. And then we get a frozen pizza the night we go grocery shopping so that tonight we don't have to cook, since when we get back it's gonna be pretty late already. The one downside to grocery shopping is I feel like we have to give up our free time that day of the week in order to go grocery shopping. So we try to get all our groceries in one run if possible. Although sometimes it's hard because Trader Joe's doesn't have everything. They're especially lacking in their Asian food department, and I like to cook a lot of Asian food. Last week we went to Whole Foods, so we kind of switched it up here and there. And this week's is Trader Joe's turn because they have really good frozen pizza. Otis. Otis, what are you doing? We didn't end up finding all the stuff we needed, so we're gonna have to make another grocery trip later this week, unfortunately, which we really try not to do because it takes away from like an evening of free time after work. We'll probably go to the Asian market later this week, or maybe Whole Foods will have it because we also need some things that the Asian market might not have. That's the one frustrating thing about Trader Joe's. They are always missing a lot of stuff. Happy Wednesday! This is my outfit of the day. We got the loose flannel, we got the gray sweatpants, we got the slippers, and that is because it is the week of my period. Jill and I, you know the drill by now, are going to get meal pal for lunch. The only reason we're getting meal pal every single day this week is because my plan ends at the end of this month and I have to use up all my meals. Otherwise, normally we only go 2 to 3 times a week. I guess this month we ate at home a little bit more than we did go out because we have a few extra meals to use up this week. We also have to make a run to the pet store today because this little guy is out of poop bags. Good morning, it is Thursday. We've made it to the 4th day of the week. All I've been up to today is I woke up around 6:50 a.m. I took Otis on a walk. I made my coffee, evidence of said coffee. Started work at 8 a.m. and now it is almost 10 a.m. Now that Julian's awake, we're probably gonna go grab some breakfast. There's this really good bagel sandwich slash pastry coffee shop place literally right across the street. So we're probably gonna go there. I'm thinking either getting the chocolate chip banana bread or a bagel sandwich. The conflict is always sweet or savory. This morning I spent some time browsing Princess Polly and Aerie online clothing stores because I wanted to buy a lounge set, but I couldn't find any that I really like. Like, why is everything cropped? This is a question for y'all. Does anyone else feel like there are constantly so many things that you need or want to buy? Because I feel like there's always such a long list in the back of my head and I try to write it down, my wish list of things that I want to buy. Jumping in to clarify what my wish list is a page in my bullet journal. If you've been following me for a while, you know I manage my whole life out of my bullet journal, and my wish list that I'm referring to is just a list of things that I write down that I want to purchase. I try to make sure everything gets written down on the wish list and it stays there for a couple weeks before I make the purchase, so that makes sure that I'm not making any impulse purchases. It also helps give me a little bit of a preview of what I'm looking to spend for that month. Like, I want to get a manicure, I want to get a haircut. Haircuts cost at least $60 for women. There are cheaper places like Great Clips and student salons, but especially for ethnic people, like Great Clips does not know how to do thick Asian hair. I want to go skiing, I want to buy a new lounge set. I just feel like there's always constantly a list of things I want to buy in the back of my mind, and I don't act on most of them, but this feeling is kind of annoying. I got pulled into a last minute meeting, so Julian's going to go pick up the bagel sandwich for me. I literally put on my jacket and was right about to head out the door, and thank goodness I checked my phone messages because I realized I needed to get pulled into a time-sensitive meeting. Also, this week has just been super busy with work. Literally every single day has been filled with meetings. Like, I've had maybe 2 hours of open time to get individual work done, and of course with every meeting you get more deliverables, so tasks have just been building upon each other and I haven't had much time to work on them, and they're all due soon. So yeah, it's been a crazy busy week. Back at Westman Bagel. I don't know what my total I spent was yet, so I'm gonna add it up together live here, but first I'm gonna run through some of my reoccurring expenses and break it down on a week-to-week basis. So first, I have a $12 per month website domain subscription, $16 for Squarespace per month, $15 for Epidemic Sound per month, which if you don't know, Epidemic Sound is what I use to get music for my videos to avoid copyright infringements. $6.61 on Patreon. All of these are kind of business expenses, so this breaks down to $12.40 per week on business or YouTube related subscriptions. For fun, I also have $5 per month on the Sims resource. For all my Sims fans out there, it's a platform where you can get custom content made by fellow creators, and I pay for the premium version so I can avoid the ads, which tend to overload my computer. $10 per month on Spotify, $7 per month on Disney Plus, $13.20 per month on Hulu, and $9.92 per month on Amazon Prime. And this breaks out to $11.28 per week. My boyfriend and I have been talking about merging our Spotify accounts so that we can cut down this cost, so that's something I definitely want to do. So in total, on subscriptions, including YouTube business related subscriptions and things I have for fun, it comes out to $23.68 per week. In terms of reoccurring living expenses, my boyfriend and I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment in Seattle in the heart of Capitol Hill, which is a very young and hip neighborhood, and I absolutely loved this apartment. It was a corner unit. It was absolutely beautiful. We got it at a good time though, because during the pandemic, all the rent prices were really low in Seattle, and they were also running a first month free deal. Our rent is normally $2,945 per month, and then we pay $250 per month for parking. My boyfriend and I split that in half, so I end up paying $322.11 per week for rent and $31.25 per week for parking. We also pay for internet, which is $35 per month, but since we divide that in half as well, so this comes out to $4.38 per week for me. All right, now it is time to add up all the expenses. So I'm gonna take out my calculator on my phone and add up everything that I've spent throughout the week. With rent, parking, internet, and all of my spending throughout the week included, I spent $557.32 throughout the week. Honestly, I don't know what to make of that, whether that's high or low. I could definitely probably be spending less, but do I really have a need or want to? I'm not too sure. If I were to go back and analyze this week, I did spend a lot of money on food, but I didn't spend nearly as much. I don't think I spent any money on clothes, beauty maintenance, feminine products, or anything like that, which I thought I'd be spending a lot more on. And I think that's just because this past week was an unexpected, really busy week at work, so I ended up spending a lot of money on food. Since the week got so busy, we didn't have time to cook, and tasks that came up weren't really planned for. I'm honestly really surprised I didn't make any impulse Amazon purchases. Regardless, before I end this video, I do want to share a message, because I've been seeing a lot of what I spend in the week type videos, and I absolutely love these videos, hence why I made one. But I've also seen a lot of videos reacting to them, and I have noticed a disproportionate number of reacting videos overly critiquing how women spend money. So I want to talk about first something called the pink tax, which according to a study, I'm reading from my notes here, according to a study of gendered pricing released by New York City Department of Consumer Affairs last year, shampoo and conditioner marketed to women cost an average 48% more than those marketed to men. Women's jeans cost 10% more than men's, and girls' bikes and scooters cost 6% more than boys. Overall, the study found that products marketed to women cost more 40% of the time. You can read more about the pink tax online, but essentially it talks about how products marketed to women are more expensive than those to men. We can also talk about the pay gap between men and women. I think this is a little bit more well known, or even how women are valued at their job. In 2020, the Bureau of Labor Statistics released that the US workforce lost 140,000 jobs in December of 2020, but women lost a net 156,000 jobs, while men gained a net 16,000. And this has especially affected women of color. Something else that I don't feel is as much talked about is the beauty myth, which I'm going to reference you to read this book called the beauty myth because I cannot do it justice in a quick segment at the end of a video. But essentially what it is this political system that keeps a woman oppressed based on how feminine beauty is viewed. Women are held to this physical beauty standard, and the patriarchy, which this sexist mindset can be held by both men and women, treat women differently within the system based on how they match this physical standard. And this is different than physical attraction preferences. This is a society-wide physical standard. It's used by companies in marketing to make money, and that's shown by a $33 billion a year diet industry, $20 billion cosmetic industry, and $300 million cosmetic surgery industry. And I'm bringing this up because I see a lot of these what I spend in a week critique videos disproportionately critiquing women when they spend money on feminine things, or things that are generalized as feminine things, such as clothing, getting their nails done, beauty treatments like eyelashes, brows, those kinds of things. This beauty standard that drives women to spend so much money on beauty maintenance, and how much more all this costs, is a serious issue that negatively affects women, and it's a part of the patriarchal system that keeps them oppressed. It's also a pretty widespread unconscious bias that we as people get uncomfortable when we see a successful woman or a woman that has a lot of money to spend and is spending a lot of money. Basically, I just figured if I was making a video on money, I should bring all these items to the forefront. I'm honestly surprised I didn't spend more money on period products, beauty things, fashion things. But if you want me to do another video, let me know. I think it'd be cool to get a good sample size, and I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more, leave a like, turn on the notification bell if you do subscribe to find out when I upload, and also leave me a comment below. Give me some feedback, your thoughts. Let me know what you spend money on. I know my money habits are constantly changing. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!